If you had all the freedom and all the time in the world to do whatever you wanted, what would you do? Because I built this. This is just a small town. I wanted to see what I could really do with some limited space, and I wanted a pretty peaceful environment. Getting to this point was not peaceful. Building this was not peaceful, but eventually we got there. And then I did put in a couple of machines just to help me out along my journey in the world as well. And that is the schematic for the next build. And I pasted it in at the coordinates. I haven't seen it as the schematic yet. Um, but yeah, that will be our Skyland castles or whatever I called it. Can't remember. But yeah, we'll be getting to that soon. It's just time we get some gear first. 5,000 stone bricks. That's not that bad. The water, easy. Don't even worry about that. But the enchanted stuff, there's gonna be a lot of this, and then 1,100 syrup Suez logs. That's gonna be a lot. Stomach slabs, easy. Spruce planks, not that bad. Stone, blah, 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 blah. The tough will be annoying to mine up because I have to mine all that myself. And then more spruce, more stone stuff. A lot more stone stuff. Yeah, no, and then a lot of lanterns. Like 250 lanterns. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start off with working on some of the stone. And to do that, we actually have some of the stone. Not enough, nowhere near enough. But I'm just gonna have to get some coal here, and I'll just uh, fuel up our auto smelter, and I'll just smelt all the stone in there. I mean, technically, I could use create mod, so maybe that's the way to go. And I could just make something where I take the cobblestone, and then what's it called? Like blast melt it. Yeah, so I can use, where is it? Yeah, bulk blasting. I could just blast it with lava and then get stone. So I might have to figure that out because I don't want to waste too much fuel in my smelter. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make another smelter. There we go. There we go. Now that we're in the Nether, I think we need to get a blaze burner. But for that, I just need to find a fortress, which is just okay that way. I need to get the blaze burner first, though, so I probably should have done that. But anyway, I'll get that done now. And for a blaze burner, what do we need? We need to catch the blaze, but to make the actual thingamabob, 4 iron plates and a netherrack. And I have iron plates, don't I? I do. Okay, so I didn't even need to come back. Oh, I should use my, like, super looting, sword. That'd probably help. Yeah, I don't exactly like what just happened. Okay, surely he dropped something good though, right? Yeah, what's this? Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I'll take it. I think my thing is kind of better. But, I don't mind that. I see mixing. So zinc and copper, but need to be heated with a blaze burner below, a basin below. Metal mixer. The mixer is a whisk, so iron plates, alloy, all that stuff. So andesite casing, feather, shaft, that's a fan. And then with the whisk, there should be, oh, it's a cog. Okay, well, that's fine. And then I'll need to make one more cog for fixing the machine back up. Okay. And then if I put my basin down, The blaze burner, of course. Oh, that's too low. Okay, and with that, I should be able to zinc and copper. I don't have any zinc smelted. I'll let that run for a minute. I'll get my zinc. I'll mix my zinc and my copper, and then we can get bronze. And then we can get a bronze, whatchamacallit? Was it bronze? No, brass. I'm dumb. It's brass. Yeah, then we can get a brass funnel. Once we get rose quartz, which I think I can do. And then dried kelp. Okay, I need to get kelp too. That's great. But then I should be able to use a filter at that. Yeah, and then everything should be fine after that. If we take the nether quartz that we got, and then we add some redstone to it, which I think we should have in our chests. Maybe I should have done this down near the chest room. Maybe I should have the chest room up here. Either way, this is annoying to do every single time. Where would it be? Here, yes. We go like this, and put this in our offhand. We get polished rose quartz. Woohoo. Then we have our brass, and then we just need our kelp, which should be in our furnace. Should be done now. And that should be our filter done, and we should be able to get all the stone bricks we need for our build. Just might take a little bit of time. And there's my electron tube. With that and that. And that goes there. And now we need an item filter. So all I need to do is I need to grab this and then open the filter. Put one in there. And then as long as I put the filter on the funnel, if I put the stone here, it won't get picked up yet. Yeah, see, it doesn't get picked up, and it waits until it's smelted before it gets picked up. I think it'll smelt anyway. Will it? Will it? Okay, I thought this would be faster. Okay, yeah, eventually it's melted. Maybe we need to speed this up a little bit more. Now, I wonder if this will work before they all despawn. So I might just sit here for a minute and see how that goes. I'll just check back in. Oh. Okay, so that's a lot of stone just like that. Take another little bit of stone then. And that should be almost a full double chest, just like that. There we go. That is our stone production kind of set. Now I think I'll just take all these, throw them in here. Because I want one empty for all my resources for the build. And I'll just start with making some stone. And with that, I think it's time to start crafting some of the stuff we need. The stone bricks will do last. Stone brick slabs, 1,070. Stone brick stairs, 749. I might just... Wait, no. So stone brick slab, that would be 16 stacks and 46. So I need 16 stacks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 and a half stacks. I'll just go with pretty much 17 stacks. The stairs are a little bit more expensive, but we should have maybe enough here. Yeah, no, I have a feeling that is not enough. $749, we have 660, so we need another couple. Stone brick wall, yeah, that's plenty. And we need stone bricks, lower top roof. Okay. From there, I spent a lot more time just crafting more stone stuff, but I really don't think it's worth showing all of that, so I'm just gonna skip until I start collecting some different resources just to spare you from the boredom. So yeah, to recap here, I was recording and my game like crashed and I ended up dying. So I basically just had to get back down here. I was just mining tough at the time. I didn't miss too much footage. I was kind of just mining tough. But here's me just getting back down. And luckily getting my stuff back. I don't exactly remember how I died, but yeah, just continue from here. Anyway, let's get back to mining. Okay, where's some tough? No, I definitely saw something. Okay, a lot of tough around here. Okay. So that's that whole vein gone. Got me a couple stacks. I'll just turn all of it into bricks. Okay, and that is definitely not enough. Should be a decent chunk of the way anyway. Tough bricks. Oh, that's enough tough bricks actually. Just about. That's all the tough bricks, and then we just need normal tough now, which we need actually less of. So we're over halfway done the tough. Yeah, that's the tough bricks, and then normal tough we need about 400. Yeah, we can do that. Tough, that is enough tough. So we are officially done all the tough blocks too. So that's all the stone and tough, apart from just like the stone bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 12. That's 60. I need another row and 3, I think. And that should be everything I need in terms of stone. And I do need quite a few lanterns. I think I went with like bell lanterns or something. I don't remember. Yeah, bell lanterns. That's gonna be a lot of torches and a lot of iron nuggets. So I might just start by crafting up some torches while I wait for that. I'm just gonna steal all the coal from here because I don't really need this anymore. I wouldn't say it's a waste to build because I don't know. I guess I have it, but I won't really need it for much anymore. Yeah, so then I kind of just chopped down trees for I think like an hour and just used that time to also craft up all the spruce stuff I needed, and that was kind of that. I won't show it all. Yeah, then after that I moved on to doing the blue enchanted wood, which was so much nicer of an experience than the spruce. It was just less repetitive, and it was actually less mind numbing. And then occasionally breaking those amethyst growing blocks was kind of nice too. This was just really relaxing overall, like even in the rain. And it didn't take that long either, so quite enjoyed this. How do I make a normal lantern? Is it the other way? Oh, so it's more expensive. Okay, I'll make them. Okay, I'm only doing this because it's in the schematic. I'm gonna make them normal because easy place, and that is the only reason. Easy place. If easy place wasn't a thing, I would not be doing this. Okay, so we're gonna ignore all the stuff at the bottom for now. I mean, most of it anyway. We'll get the glass. The rest of this is... Yeah, the rest of this is for machines and stuff, which we do not need to do right now. So, okay. What do we have left? We have the terracotta, which is easy. There's a mesa biome nearby. Strip spruce logs, it's so many, but we can get that done pretty easy. These, I might just get done right now. Coarse dirt and gravel. And concrete, I can do at the same time when I'm getting the gravel. Yeah, and then I just went on to mine all the sand and gravel for the concrete, the gravel, and the dirt for the coarse dirt, and just gravel itself. And then the clay, I ended up realizing I could use it for the terracotta instead of going to the mesa, so I decided to do that because I was already swimming down the rivers. I thought I might as well get that done. Okay, we can take our delphiniums here and then turn that into blue dye. And we can smelt out our clay, which I'm pretty sure we can use our blast smelter. And that's the terracotta done. And then we have all our gravel, we have our coarse dirt. And we have a lot of the sand for glass. Really quickly, if I just check. I need 86 concrete, which means I need 43 sand. Because if I make the concrete powder, I need sets of 4 though, so it'd be... And the rest of this I can just put in the blaster as well to turn into to glass. Yeah, because we do have our gravel and coarse dirt that we need, so all that's done. And then we can just grab our terracotta here, we can dye it blue. And then that's another block checked off too. Oh yeah, the filter won't work on these. Because the filter's only set to stone right now. That makes sense. Well, there we go. And then we need to dye up all this. And then we can just check if that's enough. That's enough terracotta. And then for the glass, we need 8 blue stained glass. Okay. That's a tough one. Okay, so I know I'm probably dumb for this. But do squid spawn during the night? Because I spent so long looking for squid for black dye, and I couldn't find it. And then this wandering trader ends up giving me what I need. Hello, good sir. I think 4 is enough. Because 12 by 8 is 96. I think. Let's just make it, and we'll see. That's a 96. How much do I need? 86. Okay, so that's that done. I can't believe it was a wandering trader that saved me. And now I see squid in the water. You know what? I'm going to kill them just because they didn't show up sooner. I don't know if I need a farm for like 50 wool. I might just run around sharing them and see how far that gets me. Yes, have kid. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Grow old. Okay, I probably shouldn't use that much wheat, but you know, it's grown up now. So then you can make baby with you. Okay, so 2 more to go, so it's probably like 1 more sheep. Okay, there we go, and that's all the blue wool we need too. Okay, and I think it's about time we just turn this concrete powder into concrete. And with that, our black concrete is also done. Once I just do that. Okay, now the black concrete's done too, and all I really need to get is the spruce wood. Which I have a feeling it's gonna be annoying now. I don't have a feeling, I just know. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of tree chopping. At least I can use the saw to strip it all. That should save me a little bit of time at least. Is that it? So we got our saw and put this in here. Go like that. Okay, so we can strip it that easy. Do I have space for it all? Let's fit 1,000. Maybe? Probably? Okay. Maybe I need a bone meal farm. That could help. Or I could just get more bones for now. You know, I might just kill some skeletons because I have looting 4. So it's not like it's going to take that long. Okay, so I am a huge idiot and I've been talking to myself for the past 20 minutes. But basically, I just made sure I was recording because this is kind of the important bit anyway. But we're just towering up the island here. And we're actually ready to build. I think I explained it in this clip, but I spent about 50 minutes getting all this. All of it was pretty easy except for some stuff like the rotation speed controller. I think was the main one. I need to make a precision mechanism for that. But I kind of had everything I needed. So yeah, we're ready to get building. So yeah, I'm just gonna head up here now. I'll grab a water bucket, which I have somewhere. And that'll go right here. So I will have my path up now. Yeah, so this is our canvas for today. And I have no hunger. Yeah, so the reason I'm sorting them into chests now is because with the replay mod, it like shows when I open backpacks and stuff and just covers the screen. And I can't fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use chests instead, just for while I'm building. Okay, so we are going to start with the bridge. So we need our stone bricks for that. We need some slabs, some stairs. We need the glass slabs, we need the wool, we need the oak fence. Mud brick wall, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well that happened, so I'm gonna need to go back and not get killed by a shark on the way. That was great. That was, yep. So I need to make sure not to do that again. I didn't put a huge amount of thought into the shape of the bridge here. Mostly because I wasn't too sure what I could do, because it was such like a large gap, and like there was nowhere for me to put a support if I did make a support in the middle. So I tried to give it somewhat natural of a shape, and then I just ended up with this. I didn't think it was too important, because there was nothing on the other island yet. But the tower is also a bit bland, I know. But all the stuff I'm building at the start here is the simple stuff, and then I'm really impressed with what I ended up doing by the end. No, there's no way. How? Okay, wait. The backpack's fine. Which chest has chest in it? No. 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 What? No. I hate this game. I hate this game sucks. This game sucks. And after that traumatic experience, I just went on to making the walls here. Nothing too complicated. Again, everything I'm building at the start here is pretty simple, and then it all kind of comes together at the end to look pretty good. And this wall, I didn't put like the stone walls going up the sides at the start here, so it won't be in the clip, but I ended up adding those by the end. This first tower here is probably the worst part of the whole build. I don't really know why I did it in tough, and then like it looks okay, and then I ended up just kind of like ruining with the roof, but I just left it like that, because it wasn't really a very big part of the build, so I just left it. But yeah, it's definitely I think my least favorite part of the whole build. And then these paths I made were nice. I know they're pretty standard for paths, but I think they turned out pretty well. And this first building was kind of a test, and it turned out pretty well actually. I mean, of course, all of this was off schematics, but all these kind of buildings um, were pretty fun to make. And then building these was like an absolute nightmare during the night, just because there was so many mobs, and the only place they could spawn was on the island, because it was the only thing within like the simulation distance or whatever where they were actually able to spawn. So you're gonna see all the creeper holes and stuff as I build these, and it is just insane how many creepers I had to deal with and everything I had to deal with throughout this. But yeah, no, the houses were going along really well the whole way through, so I didn't really have that many problems other than all the mobs. It was just kind of the terraforming that took actually longer than the building to make. Like you can just see there, I had to clear out that whole area and then pretty much build it all up, which just having to go down and get the dirt every time was quite annoying. Okay, and then now all I need to do in preparation for the castle is just flatten out this whole area around this. So yeah, it's relatively flat already. So it's not gonna be much of a problem. Hopefully. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna run down, grab some dirt, and I'll come back up to finish the rest. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. Honestly, instead of running like, I think it was over there to get dirt, I'm just gonna go right here. I don't really care if I ruin a bit of landscape. Like, 'cause I know like I'm never gonna make money off this, but it's nice to see that people care if that's the way of putting it. Even just views, not even like subscribers or whatever. Like actually no, subscribers mean people like kind of committed to watching, and that would mean a lot too. But even just views, like seeing that is just amazing. So this could be our setup area then. Okay, we're almost ready to get going here. Actually, I think we pretty much are ready. So maybe, I'm gonna rejoin the world so I have a new like replay file for the building. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. This castle was so fun to make, and like genuinely, I enjoyed it so much. I don't even care how this video does, because it was so worth the time just to have this in a world that I know I made myself. So yeah, I started off with all the tuff here, which is pretty nice. I tried using texture for the bottom, so that's why I went from like the tough bricks to the tough to the normal stone. I think it turned out pretty well actually. And I love the shape that I went with for the castle, because it's not, I mean, it is pretty standard. Like there's a round bit, there's like a tower, and then the rest is kind of rectangular. But I'm really impressed with myself here, and honestly, just having this it was worth the time. Like I hope this video does well, and I hope people see this, and I hope people appreciate it as much as I do. But genuinely, building this castle was so much fun, and I love doing it, and I hope I can do more stuff like this, which I know I can, and I definitely will. So, I designed it all myself, and then building it in the world was so fulfilling. I'm so glad I did it. But I think it turned out amazing, in my opinion. After I had finished up everything outside and the entire exterior of the castle, I started building both a tree farm and an iron farm that also gave a bit of flint. But yeah, the tree farm there was pretty simple. I just put a couple saws with some deployers to do the saplings, and I built a bit of a storage system with a display on it for just how much of each was in there. So that was pretty simple. And then I moved on to the iron farm, which I just made myself because I wanted to experiment and create a little bit. I know it's way like less compact than it could be, but I wanted to just to get to the top so I could put the windmill at the side of the building anyway, and I think it turned out pretty well. It does what it needs to. It's not the fastest thing ever, but I'm happy with it. And because all the create machines need power, I've built this windmill going out of the side. The wall was kind of empty before, so I think it was a nice addition aesthetically. Plus, it just powered my iron farm, and then the wood farm was just powered by a water wheel under the ground.